Good morning. It's September the 7th, Monday morning, and it is Labor Day. And it's just such a beautiful day, and the sun's out, and the birds are already singing. I just had to come outside. So this is what it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, beginning at verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brothers, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain. Today being Labor Day, do you ever feel like your work is in vain? Do you ever feel like maybe at your place of employment you're unappreciated, you're overlooked, you're not shown the respect that you deserve? Do you ever feel like you're just, marking time there at your place of employment? Oftentimes that can happen in life, and certainly people do go unappreciated and not valued. But what I find interesting about what Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15 is that the work that we do in the Lord, that labor is not in vain. Here in the temporal, here in this world, there are things that we do that sometimes can have a lasting impact, but most of probably what we do on the daily grind is going to have a temporary impact. But when I think about what we can do in God's kingdom work, sharing the love of Christ, being merciful, showing grace, when I think about the things that we can do that have an eternal impact and can make a difference in someone's life, not just in the here and now, but even in the hereafter, that reminds me that my labor is not in vain when it's in the Lord and when it's for the Lord. I also think it's important to be reminded that Paul said to be steadfast. It's really a military term in the Greek, and it is the image of a soldier standing guard. He is steadfast, he is alert, and he is immovable. I know that oftentimes, even in the church, even in kingdom work, we can feel unappreciated or undervalued. And I just want you to know, anything that you're doing, even if it may be overlooked by the local body of believers, even if it may be unappreciated, even if it might not get the recognition that it deserves, there's coming a day. There's coming a day in eternity where the work that you've done will be revealed, and the crown that you will receive will cause any recognition that you didn't get, or even the recognition that you did get here on the earth. That crown that we receive will cause all of that to seem so minimal, and it'll just make it all worth it. So as you labor for the Lord, stay focused, stay faithful, and remember that it's not in vain. You may get discouraged. You may feel at times beaten down and worn out. But let me just tell you this. In God's kingdom, He recognizes your work. He knows what you're doing, and He appreciates it. And He will say to you, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done." Come and receive your reward. God bless you.